Welcome back all my precious African pioneers. I hope life is treating you well. Unfortunately, we cannot say the same thing about a lot of our brothers and sisters in the Congo. This video hits hard for me. As an African myself, it is very painful to witness my people get dehumanized to this extent. Basically treated as slaves. We are in the year 2023 and there seems to have been great changes in the racial construct worldwide, if you are looking at things from the superficial viewpoint. But those of us who are not pleased with the seeming good and have a genuine love for our people can see past this illusion. There is a great evil taking place under the sun. The ones who claim to be sent to help are committing atrocities and then blaming the victims and their neighbors for the crimes. We must not keep silent on this matter, my brothers and sisters. Only we have the power, by the will of Yah, to combat this wickedness. Spread this message as much as possible. The genocide in Congo has been happening for years now. There are two sides to this story. And unfortunately, there has been one side covering this news in its entirety for far too long. Fortunately, blacks worldwide are waking up to this evil. The UN has portrayed themselves as the great white knight coming to save another helpless African country from their own self-destruction. That lie is very compelling to those who don't know the objective of Western media. Let me be very clear, I do not believe that another African nation as a whole is partaking in these heinous acts, but rather Western-backed puppets. This is the same tactic that they always use. I mean, why change it if it's working right? They did this with my country Liberia. The US sent Charles Taylor to start a civil war amongst the people, so they can have the green light to steal our resources. Although they are using Rwanda this time, and it is cobalt instead of diamonds, the playbook remains the same. Divide and conquer. The Western media does a great job on hiding their crimes. If you try to do your research now, you will see mostly positive news about the UN coming from Western-based sources. But if you listen to the people themselves, or journalists who are not paid or backed by a Western-based source, you will see that the truth is very chilling.
Tunapenda kwanza MONUSCO iende. Ya pili tunapenda sisi kwa wenyewe tu tunajiamini, tujenge nchi yetu, si pepe wa mama, wametutesa, wametubaka, wameua, wamefanya vya fusi wanataka. Sasa tunapenda walibere nchi yetu wa MONUSCO, wa EAC walibere nchi yetu, tujenge monima ya Lumumba bila probleme, bila boga, tutaijenga tu.
Mr. Macron would like to come here to sympathize with us, to weep crocodile tears. Let him stop supporting our aggressors, period. We like the French, but they don't like us. I'm really sorry, I'm against the arrival of Macron. We refuse the arrival of Emmanuel Macron, the French president in our country.
There is an article by Olivia Eklund where she interviewed a young lady from the Congo who gave her testimony of the torment she went through at the hands of UN peacekeepers. This is not an isolated incident. During August 2018, a new documentary by Channel 4 News found the UN recorded more than 1,700 allegations of sexual abuse and exploitation in the last 15 years, but only 53 uniformed peacekeepers have been sent to jail for sexual offenses. Those allegations have only risen since then. This is indeed very sad. And what is also sad is how only the non-Caucasian soldiers who commit these crimes seem to face justice. I must state that I don't know for a fact that there is an agenda to hide the wrongdoings of a certain race, while promoting the perverse nature of others. But if you research the peacekeeper RAP epidemic right now, you will see many non-Caucasian predators are mostly Africans, Middle Easterners, and Hispanics doing this. You decide. Some would ask why. Why would the West invest so much money, time, and resources on a nation like DRC? There are few incentives for them to do so. To spread political and social influence. To assert dominance and grow your base on the largest part of the largest continent on Earth. Some might even say to invest in a nation who is destined to reach their potential one day. Although these are very logical answers. And they're not wrong. Let's be honest. The chief and overwhelming objective is to control the natural resources. DRC is endowed with exceptional natural resources, including minerals such as cobalt and copper, diamonds, gold, tin, oil, gas, and so much more. The Democratic Republic of Congo is considered the world's richest country in terms of wealth in natural resources. Most of the raw mineral deposits remain untapped and are worth an estimated $24 trillion. Right now, cobalt is the most sought after of these resources. The need for cobalt is due to the fact that it is used in enabling metal where energy storage, high temperature resilience, hardness, process efficiency, and environmental benefits are required. such as smartphones. The rechargeable batteries of smartphones, computers and electric vehicles are frequently powered by cobalt mined by workers laboring in slave-like conditions in the Democratic Republic of Congo. They show videos and images of African people overwatching other Africans as a way to blur the lines or fool the simple. But let's not forget how they use that same strategy to capture slaves, or to justify slavery to this day. We understand that there are many sellouts and they're also guilty. But the credit and blame goes to the king and not the pawn. So that in no ways validates the works of the West. Imagine an entire population of people who cannot survive without scrounging in hazardous conditions for $1 or $2 a day. There is no alternative there. The mines have taken over everything. Hundreds of thousands of people have been displaced because their villages were just bulldozed over to make place for large mining concessions. Oftentimes, digging in these larger open-air pits, there are pit wall collapses. I am sure you've heard of the many horrific injuries that occurred during these illegal mining expeditions. This has to be some of the most dreadful scenarios possible. Imagine a mountain of gravel and stone just avalanching down on people, crushing legs and arms, spines. This is an eerie reality for a lot of our brothers and sisters in the eastern region of the DRC. These artisan miners don't have supports, ventilation shafts, rock bolts, or anything like that. And these tunnels collapse all the time, burying alive everyone who is down there, including children. What saddens me the most is the fact that these stories don't leave the Congo enough. We have to come together and shine light on this evil. If you have any voice or any following, even if it's only 100 followers or friends, share this video or any other video like this, exposing the cruelty being done in the heart of Africa. Let us have an open and respectful discussion in the comment section below. For whatever reason, the YouTube algorithm is not too keen to displaying videos that speak against certain things or expose a certain power. Like this video so more people can see the atrocity happening in Congo. And like always, forever one love, family.